You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I think this pretty much closes the book on its Me Too. They're tuning in for Me Too. Oh, the WNBA's not going to like that. Oh, those Angel Reese trolls online that are trying to come for me and other YouTube channels, y'all aren't going to like this. Good. Too bad. I mean, it's more statistical proof, data, to confirm exactly what we've been saying, that Caitlin Clark is driving this whole ship, this whole bus. She's driving it. Everybody else, get in the back. Get in the back. We know Caitlin Clark was lost yesterday to an injury for at least 2 weeks. Now, the thing about it is they're going to reevaluate in 2 weeks. And, of course, man, these teams, I told you earlier, these WNBA franchises that moved games like the Chicago Sky to the, United Arena, you're screwed. You're done. You're cooked. Nobody is going to show up to this thing. Chicago Sky can't sell out their own 9,000-something seat arena like it is. They couldn't when they were kind of decent. They're a dumpster fire now. And now that Caitlin Clark is injured, the ticket prices for the Fever and Sky game just plummeted to Hades. The depths of Hades. By the way, what also changed? Caitlin Clark's MVP odds. We'll look at that here in a minute. And I'll give you my take on that. Here we are. Yikes. It is bad news for the WNBA. The Caitlin Clark effect has been a net positive for the WNBA and all of its teams. But the star guard expected to miss a minimum of 2 weeks. The league will see the flip side of her impact, and there are already initial data points. This is front office sports. No conspiracies, no BS from them. Statistical data. The Indiana Fever will play 2 road games during the coming 2-week stretch, both of which were moved by their opponents to arenas with larger capacity, and the ticket prices have drastically dropped for both games since Clark's injury was announced Monday. Wednesday's Fever game versus the Mystics at CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore has a get-in price of $22. Wow. Down 47% from the minimum $41 ticket price before the announcement, according to TickPick. CFG Arena holds about 14,000 fans, significantly more than the around 4,000 that fit in the Care First Arena, the Mystics' usual home. A Mystics spokesperson told Front Office Sports on Monday that the team is, quote, not planning to make changes to tickets. The get-in tickets for the Fever's rivalry game against the Chicago Sky on June 7th are down 71%. From $86 to $25. The game will be played at the United Center, the home of the NBA's Bulls, which seats close to 21,000, the largest capacity of any NBA team. The Sky typically play their games at the Wintrust Arena, which holds about 10,400. That's right, and they usually draw about 8,000 to 9,000. When they're halfway good, they stink now. Yeah, it's about Me Too. No, it's not, and this is proof. Caitlin Clark, who has yet to miss a WNBA regular season game and played in all of her college games at Iowa, could potentially miss more than 2 weeks. The Fever's next game is June 10th, road matchup against the Atlanta Dream, which will be 15 days after Monday's injury announcement. The average ticket price for the 5 Fever games until June 10th, including 2 home dates, is $80, down from $137 before Monday. So even some home dates, they dropped 50-something bucks. The get-in price for the Fever Dream remains high at $147, though the game will be held at the Dream's Gateway Center Arena, which has the smallest capacity in the WNBA at 3,500 seats. Yeah, they're one of these teams that like to brag about selling out everything, and it's because they've got a 3,500-seat arena. That's why they're selling out everything. So, Caitlin Clark's injury and the MVP. Clark entered the season as a betting favorite to win the 2025 WNBA MVP at BetMGM, which was the odds-on favorite at minus 115 odds on Monday before the injury. After the injury was announced, oddmakers moved Clark out to plus 250, still the second-best odds. Made Minnesota Lynx forward Naphesia Collier the new MVP favorite, moving her odds from plus 160 to minus 175. After helping the Lynx to the WNBA Finals, she's a leading scorer in the WNBA at 29.5 points a game. Minnesota is 4-0. Yeah, I can tell you, if Caitlin Clark's got any hopes of winning the MVP, I don't think she can miss over, let's say, 3 weeks. And that's about it. If she was to miss 4, she would have to come back and go on a lights out absurd tear where the team is not losing. I thought she could have just won it straight up, but you start missing games and things like that, it becomes very tough to win most valuable player awards, especially in a professional league where there's only 42 games, 44 games, something like that. I mean, it's going to be real tough because even if you're out 3 weeks, you're missing a lot of a real portion of the year. All right. The ticket prices. This does not shock me at all. What did I say earlier? The WNBA was about to F around and find out, and these rival teams were going to be in a lot of trouble. Well, they're finding out. Kathy Engelbert, WNBA, you better start putting some respect on Fever fans' names, Caitlin Clark's name. Otherwise, this league, we got to remember, they lost $40 million still last year. All right? They're getting a new media rights deal. That thing won't be worth shit if Caitlin Clark was to either get really injured and couldn't play or decided to just say, I'm not going to play here anymore. I'm going overseas. Where, by the way, they would pay her, my God, some of those countries might pay her $20 million a year to come over there and play. And I'm not kidding you. I mean, they would find out very quickly. That's it. She was the league. Keep in mind, my point I'm trying to get to is when it came out that the league lost $40 million last year, NBA owners that own portions of these WNBA teams were starting to get angry and ask a lot of questions about when is this league ever going to make money. So that tells you there was starting to be a little life support situation happening when the owners were starting to get angry about never making a profit on this league. Like, I believe one of the quotes was something akin to, what is the point? Yeah, that's a great question. With Caitlin Clark, they can make money with the new media rights deal. If that was to fall through for some reason, the league is cooked. Close it down. Or Caitlin Clark could, I don't know, call up Elon, start her own league. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.